everybody. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Thank you to just everyone, honestly, whether you're an oldie but goodie subscriber or you're new to the family, the community here on my channel. I thank you so much for subscribing, being subscribed, and tuning in for this episode and conversation. Going to be a little bit different. This conversation is overdue, but also right on time at the same time. And so I'm really excited to bring this to those of you all that are interested and everything else. As far as quite a few of you all, we are a community of narc abuse survivors and all of that. And so I figured this would be an amazing time because we're now in March. And so I figured this would be an amazing time to share about my written content editing gift and I guess you could say passion and all of that. I have an eye and honestly just a natural gift for editing. When it comes to being like an author, a blogger, and producing and creating any other kind of written content like blogs and books and that type of thing, you would be wise to invest in don't let that word intimidate you. You can invest, an investment can be big, small, it can be skincare, it can be whatever, and so don't allow that word to intimidate you or overwhelm you. And so when you are wise enough to secure an editor for a written content project, you really are adding value to not only your baby, right, your book, whatever it is that you are creating and producing as an author and otherwise, but you're also just providing an amazing experience for whoever ends up reading, especially your book, your blog post on your website, or what have you. And so I'm going to be sharing more about the different phases of book editing and just written content editing in general that I do. I'll be sharing some of the books that I've edited and even the press release, what have you, for former clients as well. And so I'll be sharing just some of my editing projects towards the end of the video. But I did want to go ahead and, just make this more known. I know I've spoken to a few of you all privately about the written content editing services that you would like to secure with me and everything else. And so we'll go ahead and start with, why you should secure, why you should invest in a professional editor. One of those reasons would be that you are lessening, I'm not an author. Some of y'all think I should be an author, but we'll talk about that offline or what have you. But, being an author and producing a body of work, nonfiction, especially a biography, a memoir, etc., it's quite a labor of love and just all of that. And so once you're done, pouring out as an author, it's just, I would imagine, it's relieving to be able to then put the book in trustworthy hands of an editor who you work well with, who you can trust, and who ultimately just lessens the burden on so many levels by taking on the editing phase and doing it in excellence, etc. And then additionally, a really amazing editor will help you to further cultivate your gift of writing. They'll just help you become better at developing a text, whether it's a nonfiction text or otherwise. They'll help you find your voice better, and when it comes to maybe a nonfiction body of work or something, they'll help you to create characters better and that type of thing. And so, like I said, an all-around amazing editor like myself, if I do humbly say so, will help you to become a better writer and that type of thing. Additionally, there are several phases of editing, and I do them collectively for my clients. And so the developmental phase is the first phase of editing, in which I will do a thorough read through of your manuscript or your body of work for constructive feedback of the narration, the tone of the text, center, chapter, paragraph organization, and transitions, and so much more. As far as copy editing goes, that is the phase in which I help you to further refine the manuscript line by line, to help you fine tune the grammar, the punctuation, etc. And then the proofreading is the final review of the manuscript or body of work where I just make sure that any inconsistencies in spelling, punctuation, formatting, and otherwise, make sure that gets handled in the proofing phase. And then, of course, privately, I can elaborate for better understanding for anyone who needs more understanding. For the sake of time of the video, I'll keep it at that. Those are the three main purposes of those phases: developmental, editing, copy editing, and proofing or proofreading. And so I will connect with you all. Those of you that are interested in my editing services, email me. I'll provide that info in my video description down below. Email me, and then we can connect from there to make sure that will be a good fit as author, blogger, and editor, or, whatever your role is as a writer and editor. Make sure we're going to be a good fit for each other. And make sure that we discuss the rates based on the dynamics of your book and all of that. And then, of course, my editing time and all of that. And then, so just email me. Serious inquiries only. I want to work with those of you all that are serious about just bringing out a further masterpiece that will impact lives. I know quite a few of us are connected because we are fellow narc abuse survivors. And so I was thinking about this earlier as I prepared for the video, in that I'm sure there are many editors that are kind of just in this business for a check, but I'm actually in it because I actually care about people's stories, whatever the story is, abuse related or not. I care about people's stories. And I just care about just seeing your final body of work be all the best that it can be. And so I'm passionate about this and everything else. And those of you guys that talk to me privately, you know that I really do love, editing. And so additionally, as a narc abuse survivor, it's really good for you as a client of mine, because although I may not have kids, that may not be a dynamic of my counterfeit friendship with the female narc sociopath, but I love kids for one. I have a special heart for kids and vice versa. And so I can still, empathize and sympathize enough as I read through your manuscript and help you work through it editing wise as you get ready for, self-publishing or other types of publishing. I really do have a heart for of narc abuse survivors altogether in this dynamic of things, as far as helping those of you guys that are authors, bloggers, and produce other kinds of written copy. And so you won't have to worry about being low-key gaslit or anything else crazy, because I don't do that. And that just, I'm sure that can be triggering, okay, as it should be. And so your book, your heart behind the book, the purpose of your book, etc., the lives that are going to be impacted and meant to be impacted by your book or your blog post and all of that, your project is in really safe hands with me. And so, yeah, I'm just really happy I can say that. And so, again, email me. The information to email me will be in my video description. And let's go ahead and close out now with some visuals of my most recent projects in recent years. And let's do that now. So you've got Crystal Diggs's book here. And you've also got Josiah's book here. And then you've got Melissa Frederick's, her book on self-love is here. And then lastly, you've got a like press release type of statement, piece that was done with another former client of mine. And so you've got Jay Nash's write-up here as well, which I did the editing for, and I may have done some like ghostwriting on that as well. And so besides all of that, I'm looking so forward to working with quite a number of you, and you guys referring me out to those potential clients that I will work well with and serve well. And I'm just looking forward, again, to helping to bring your stories more to life and having your stories impact even more lives. We didn't go through all that we did in vain, and we're persevering through it all. And that is all. So my name is Adrina Monet, and I'm signing off.